Well, look, if you look at the streams of Not Like Us and Meet the or Family Matters, that is, 4 times the streams for Kendrick. Now, people are going to say, oh, there's bots or whatever, but clearly, Not Like Us is a much bigger song.
Let me explain something to you about the West Coast. The West Coast loved the bullshit. Any West Coast nigga I met, Blood, Crip, Mexican, Paru, whatever they was, you know what I'm saying? They loved the bullshit. So, I love the bullshit too. You know what I'm saying? I do. I love the bullshit too. So you got to look at it like this, man. The West Coast, I done been in cars with niggas, yo, what up? West Coast, the best coast. They support their artists. So Kendrick got the whole Bay, the whole fucking West is behind him. Who you seen? Russell Westbrook up there? Every fucking game.
DeMar DeRozan. LeBron James was there.
Yeah.
The Weeknd showed up. From Canada, that is.
Yeah,
The Weeknd.
But I think when it comes to music, people don't want to like choose a side. They just want to, the shit is hot. I was in Vegas at Dre's. That shit came on. It was, you know what I'm saying? They was rocking with it. Don't get me wrong, I like Drop, Give Me 50, but that They Not Like Us, Mustard on the beat, that shit is like a club beat.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you get a diss record that play in the club, you know, sometimes it goes a little further than, you know what I'm saying? But Drake is Drake, nigga. He could drop a single tomorrow and everybody back on it. And Kendrick is Kendrick. They all great.
Yeah.
It was just all a battle of like, oh, who's the best? Kendrick, J. Cole, or Drake? You know what I'm saying? And right now, you know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick, the shit he doing, the concerts filling up shit. And he could have did the Staples Center, people were saying, but he did the Inglewood Forum. Yeah. So, and then you got all the gang members coming together.
Yeah, all on stage.
That's different because, for the culture, because you would never see these niggas together. Like LA, people think like LA is a game and it's sweet, or like New York. Anywhere you go, it's dangerous everywhere. But like LA is like, it's different. I could tell you one time, I had a cannabis meeting because, you know, shout out to Cookies. I got to shout out Certs. I got to shout out Evergreen. I got to shout out Dr. Green overseas. I'm doing a deal with them because now I'm in the cannabis business legally. You know what I'm saying? I don't sell weed. I'm legal in business. Shout out to Dr. Green. They in town now. We about to do a major deal I'm going to tell you about. I was in LA. Cool. And I had a cannabis deal with, I forgot. It's not Dr. Green. It's Greenhouse Cannabis or something like that. Right? And I'm with Steve LaBelle. You know Steve LaBelle. Of course. He works with Burner. He works with Cookies. Burner, you know, makes all this money off cannabis. So it's a big meeting for me. I go, I look at different cannabis. I make bag selections. I figure out what I want to do in the store. So they're Mexican, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? So when we leave, we go to a spot. He says, one of the guys, he has a restaurant. And I'm like, yo, I'm hungry. I don't know the LA politics like that. Like in New York, we got Dominicans and Puerto Ricans, right? But we kind of similar get along. But down there, Mexicans and blacks, if you in a Mexican neighborhood, you could get burnt, bro.
Yeah.
And if a Mexicans in a black neighborhood, they could get, you know what I'm saying? So we eating in the restaurant, right? So, you know, it's cool, we eating in the back. I decide I want to go to the back and smoke a joint. So I light up the joint. And these guys, look, this is the first time I told the story. The guys that I was with, they don't even know. But Steve LaBelle told me this is the hood. But see, for a New York dude, like how Pop Smoke is in Beverly Hills, if you're from Brooklyn and the Bronx or Queens or anywhere, we used to projects. So we could be in Compton and it's sort of like look like Queens because there's houses and grass and shit. You might not know, or you could be in Beverly Hills and be 10 minutes away from Hoover Street. So he says this is the hood, but it was like bodegas and store, little New York shit. Go in there, we go in the back, Mexicans in there, lady, man, they look kind of strange. Steve tapped me, said, yo, you know this the hood? I said, okay. Ate some food. There's a gate in the back, went hit a joint. The gate is covered. You know how a gate got like the canopy is covered? I hear a Mexican dude say, y'all don't know what this guy's doing. There's a bunch of neneros, niggas in here. I went out, tapped my man, left out.
Yeah. Yeah, it can get dicey in LA.
Yeah, it could get nasty anywhere. And that's what and that's what I like to explain to the kid. Cause it's bad in New York too. Like New York is like, it's gang infested now. Everybody's in a gang. It's like, it's like going to LA, coming to New York.
Yeah, I mean, look at PNB Rock. Having lunch.
Yeah.
At Roscoe's.
But I'm not going to Roscoe's over there. What was that? South Central?
South Central, yeah.
See, I'm not doing that. That's something I'm not doing. You doing that with jewelry on? Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, pulling up in the Benz.
Yeah, I always told you when I got my first Jacob watch, I got out of jail. 50 told me, yo, you know a nigga kill you for that shit.
Yeah.
Like, so a nigga will kill you for your watch, your chain, whatever. They don't, some people just don't, human life has no value for them.
Well, at the concert, SZA showed up, who's friends with Drake, actually used to date Drake, in disguise. Right. So she didn't want to be seen.
I didn't know. I seen her. I just seen her dressed up there. I didn't even know she was disguised.
Yeah, and a lot of people noticed that Game didn't show up. And he actually made a video and addressed it and basically said, I'm cool with everybody. I'm cool with Drake. I'm cool with Kendrick. I don't hang out like that. He actually shouted out 50. He said, congrats to 50 and all his TV success.
Right.
There's been a lot of beef and he thinks it's good for hip hop. But, it is what it is.
Yeah, that shit is old. Like, you gotta understand, like, niggas done caught cases, niggas done got shot at radio stations, niggas done got killed behind, Jimmy Henchman shit and beef. Like, my mom's crib done, got shot up in 07 with a silencer. So, when you realize shit is real, you just know how to play shit, and you definitely don't wanna come on here and say anything crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of niggas be on the Instagram and all this shit and all these shits and crash out. And I'm smart enough to know the feds use that for evidence. They did it to Tax Stone, right?
I mean, somewhat, yeah.
When Tax Stone said, a nigga run up on me and they go bow, bow, bow. They didn't use that in court?
They used it in court,
There you go.
Yeah, shout out to Tax, man. He hit me the other day. He's doing some lives on X now and
So I seen real situations like get serious. But like I said, there's no rules in the streets, right?
Yeah. So,
you just gotta learn to move correctly and, look how far how we been, and the things that 50's doing and now, he's like the fucking new Tyler Perry.
Yeah, pretty much.
You never seen a show. Yeah. And shout out to Michael Rainey, Gianni, everybody from Power, BMF, The Force, Raising Canaan. Them shows is amazing. This guy got 34 shows coming on 11 different networks. This guy's buying cities, Shreveport. Shout out to them. It's going to be a movie August 8th to the 12th. It's like, that's my motivation. So like, when you see people that don't have money be late, and then you see a guy that's on the way to $1 billion be early, I get mad at myself. 50 work harder than anybody in this room, probably besides me and you. So it's like when you see a guy doing that, never being late. Mm-hmm. We'll come to places, we'll be at a venue for 4 hours because of traffic, when the stadium packs up. He got the third biggest tour in the world, and we've been here doing this shit, doing business for over 20 years. Mm-hmm.